Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now Wilson on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well. And popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here first and 10 at their own 22. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They go play action with Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They run the counter. It's Gibson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Haskins. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Intended.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
Wilson's pass.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
He'll take it at the 42. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the 1st quarter of a 3-0 game. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McKissick. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
With the Washington 3, Seahawks nothing.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Gibson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes this Washington 10, Seahawks nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 38. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's second down. To throw again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
On first down, Gibson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Antonio Gibson. The ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Brings up third down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Play action. Haskins. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And this is incomplete. Freddie Swain was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Matt Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it's third down.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. This is Carson, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 35 yards that time on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the 4-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 38-yard line.
First down, Seattle.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On first down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 20.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 31. Switch it.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Rush in.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Touch 50.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Malik Hooker. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. That one to Swain, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Seattle.
This is Homer. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Wilson. He's got his man on the comebacker. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 31-yard line.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him. It made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Myers' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back now at FedEx Field, it's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch the ship. Check.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And that's complete to Swain. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
He'll layer this one out deep for Sims. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
The kick.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Freddie Swain was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
To throw again is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackler. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They run the counter. Gibson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and 6.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson.
And
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Trey Flowers on the stop. It's a gain of 6.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Washington, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.